Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another DVD slash Blu-ray update here. This is going to be my September haul. Sorry guys that this one is a few days late. I actually intended to record this on September 30th, which was last Friday. And unfortunately, I got super busy, couldn't do it, and I had things going on this weekend. I had my birthday party on Saturday, and of course Sunday was busy too, and then Monday was my actual birthday, and then work. I've been so crazy busy. I really didn't want to do this in the middle of the 31 days of horror, but it is what it is, and this is how it worked out, so this is the time you guys are getting it, so better late than never, I guess. So anyways, September haul, Chars. Tastes good. First couple things I'm going to show here, just a couple random collectibles that I picked up recently. I've mentioned many times before that I'm a really big fan of lunch kits. I love lunch kits, man. I'm just a really big fan of them. First up here, I grabbed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre lunch kit, man. Who will survive written on there. It's pretty cool. I love it. So this can go along with my Friday the 13th one and my Dawn of the Dead one. But yeah, these are actually really not that expensive, so had to grab that one. And of course, I grabbed this one also. I went in there to grab the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and they actually had this one too, and I was like, oh, bonus, so I grabbed both of them, which is probably something that doesn't happen very often where people come in and buy 2 lunch kits at one time. But grabbed the Nightmare on Elm Street. Finally got my hands on this one. Didn't even know that they carried this one, so that's pretty cool. So happy to have both of these. Just more things to collect dust that I'm going to have to clean eventually. You know how it goes, but you know, I'm not much of a collectible person, but the odd things I do like to get. But anyways, guys, let's get on to the DVDs here. First up here is the sequel to the horrible Dr. Hitchcock. Now, I said in my review, I said if I get a chance to track down the sequel, I will review it in the 31 Days of Horror. So a little bit of a minor foreshadowing or spoiler there. But anyways, from 1960, I believe this is 1963, I want to say, called The Ghost with Barbara Steele. Of course, and like I said, it is the direct sequel to the horrible Dr. Hitchcock, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Check out that review. It's a really good, cool movie. So looking forward to checking this one. The thing is, it's released by Alpha Video, so the transfer is probably going to be shitty on this, but it's the only way I could find it, and it was really cheap. It's only like $5 for this thing brand new, so that's cool to find that. Happy with that for the time being. Continue along. From Artsploitation, we got Vampires. Now, this is the remake to the 1973 or 74 film of the same title, Vampires, which was like a Spanish UK type film. Very, very sleazy. Love Vampires. Love the original film. Now, I'm looking forward to checking this one out. Yeah, so apparently it says English speaking. I'm pretty sure the original one too is also English. I'm not 100% sure. I can't quite remember if it's in English or if it's in Spanish. It's weird. I haven't seen it in a few years, but I swear it's in English. But yeah, looking forward to checking this one out. This movie has Caroline Munro in it, so that is just so intriguing. Of course, she's from like one of my favorite movies of all time, Maniac, Among Films, Slaughter High. The list goes on and on. But yeah, I hope this one's just as sleazy as the original one because it's going to be awesome. So yeah, looking forward to checking that little bad bitch out. Next up here from MVD is one that they actually sent over for me, and I didn't even notice was coming or anything, so I didn't really know much about it, and it's called House is Not a Home. Just reading in the back, it sounds pretty cool. It's like a haunted house type, evil entity type movie. It's got some pretty crazy quotes on here. Amityville meets The Exorcist, 4.5 out of 5 stars. A haunted house that takes ghost infestation to new heights. So it's got some pretty drastic quotes on the back here, but it looks pretty cool, man. It's got Richard Grieco in it. Of course, Bill Cobbs is in the film too. That's pretty cool, man. But yeah, that's House is Not a Home. Doesn't that look like House on Haunted Hill? It's cover right there. I just realized that with that hand. Shit, that's funny. Or the remake. Interesting. Next up here is Evelenko. Is basically, this is another film about the serial killer Andrei Chikatilo, however the fuck you say his name. I know I fucked it up before when I was doing my top 10 serial killers video on my top 10 Tuesdays. But the other movie called Citizen X, which is really cool, about the same killer. This one right here I've been wanting to track down for a while. Double disc edition, actually pretty cool. It's got a little mini documentary about Andrei Chikatilo and an 80-minute collection of interviews with the cast. So it's actually pretty cool, man. So looking forward to checking out Malcolm McDowell's performance in that film. Pretty cool stuff. Next up here is a film that I really can't believe I didn't have in my collection, considering just for collectability reasons and things like that. But the thing is, I'm not a big fan. I don't mind this film. I absolutely hate the Hollywood ending to this film, but that is Last House on the Left remake. I don't mind this film, like I said. I think it's pretty vicious in parts. There's some parts that are definitely unneeded, but I really don't like how they changed the ending in this. It kind of felt a little bit too Hollywood to kind of make it a little happier ending and things like that. I think that's why Wes Craven's film works so much better. Even though Wes Craven's film is not a perfect film, it's still a lot better than this one. But I'm gonna rewatch this. I haven't watched this movie since it came out, and I just never grabbed a copy. $2 on DVD. I'm not gonna pass it up. Next up here is from 1977, I believe. Tarantulas, The Deadly Cargo. I showed this off in my top 10 Spiders films. Ridiculous film. Tom Atkins, he's in it for a short little period of time. About, tarantulas, and of course. If you like your spider films, give it a shot. It's not the best one in the world, but it's pretty cool, though. Pretty cool stuff. This one right here was really fun, actually. I thought it was pretty decent, actually, from Brain Damage Films. I got a full-length review for this one on my channel called Creature Feature. This is a Halloween-based anthology. It's got 5 or 6 short stories in it. And, just all having to do on Halloween and things like that. Not a bad one. Not a bad one. I think some work better than others. But overall, pretty enjoyable. Pretty low budget. But I think some people might actually really dig this one. It's got moments. It's got tits. It's got some gore. It's got some creepy elements to it and things like that. But not bad. Not bad. Check out my full-length review of it. Next up here, I picked up this one right here because it's got Bob Hoskins in it. I'm a really big fan of Bob Hoskins. I think he was an excellent actor. And this is one I didn't really know much of, and I believe it's like a PG-13 film, which is so strange. It's like a thriller/horror film type deal called Felicia's Journey. If anyone's seen this one, let me know what your thoughts are on it. But, Bob Hoskins, can't really go wrong with him. I mean, maybe you can with Super Mario Brothers, but even though that movie is so bad, it is actually kind of good. But Felicia's Journey, yeah, give me some input. Next up here, I picked up this one today, actually. So technically, it should be part of this month's update, but who's really counting? This update's small enough anyways. But yeah, I found it at Walmart for $10. I went in there, was just killing off some time, and picked up season 1 of The Strain DVD. $10, I couldn't pass it up. Heard really good things about this. Can't wait to actually check out this series, so pretty cool stuff. The reason why I grabbed that is because I just finished watching Stranger Things on Netflix and really enjoyed it, man. I thought it was an excellent kind of short mini-series, season 1 or whatever you want to call it, but it was a really well done, 8 episodes. It went by really quick, and had to kind of binge watch it with the wife. She really enjoyed it too. And last up for the DVDs, that's right, I only picked up 10 DVDs this month. Very, very slow month for DVDs. Just nothing I really was appealing to me. And this one right here is called Atros. Short for atrocious, basically. This is a Mexican film that is pretty fucking nasty and gritty and brutal. Did a full-length review for this one. Check it out on the channel. If you're into films like August Underground and just really heavy, gory, and nasty shit like that. It's not just like August Underground, but there's parts in there that can be compared to it. But it's a lot different than from August Underground. But this one's nasty, and it's got some pretty cool elements. Check out my review. Decent film, for what it is. But I tell you, it's got some real gaggable parts in it, though. Ooh, definitely had me going a few times in that one. But yeah, so that's going to do it for the DVD portion of the update. And yeah, stick around for the Blu-rays, guys. Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. Getting back into the update here. Probably going to keep this one under 30 minutes for once. Very, very short update. Like I said, I only grabbed very, very minimal DVDs this month. I grabbed my normal, 20 to 30 Blu-rays that I usually grab. I actually grabbed a lot more Blu-rays this month than I thought I did. Maybe it's because I got some of these sent to me too, so, but it is what it is. But yeah, let's get into the Blu-rays. Alright. First up, Festron. Spine number 1. We got Shopping Mall. It's very happy to get this. I paid probably way too much for this. The pre-orders on Amazon.ca were just so expensive, but I really wanted to check this out on Blu-ray because my DVD that I have is full screen, but I obviously got to keep that one because I have it signed by Jim Warnowski. But yeah, I did watch this. Transfer looks excellent. I thought the PQ was really, really good. The sound was good on it. And Chopping Mall's still a fun, ridiculous, stupid, fun movie. I think I said fun in there twice. But very short, like 76 minutes. It's been a while since I've seen this. And I love the fact that they kill off the annoying guy at the beginning who chews the bubblegum very aggressively. Fuck, I love that. But yeah, it's still a fun movie. Fuck you, Zach. It's really good. And shout goes out to my man Andy and Derek, because they know what the fuck they're talking about, man. They know this shit's fun, man. But Chopping Mall, good shit. Very, very happy with the release. I was kind of disappointed, I will say. I know it's a first world problem, and being all entitled and shit. No, I'm just so used to companies putting reversible art on their big Blu-ray releases. I was quite surprised that there wasn't reversible artwork for this. So, but yeah, it is what it is. It's all good. Not a big deal. Second up here, we grab spine number 2 of the Vestron collection, and that is Blood Diner. Not a great movie by any means. As you can see, I still haven't even opened this one. Haven't checked out the PQ. I am really curious to check it out, because the Blood Diner that I have I think is in that 6-pack or whatever, and the PQ is not really the greatest. So, but basically a remake of Blood Feast. It's kind of fun. It's really bad though, but it does have its moments. I kind of dig this film. It's okay, but yeah. Finally got this on Blu-ray or even DVD. I mean, it's kind of skipped DVD, went straight to Blu-ray. And that is Godzilla 1984. Yes, I have the VHS of this, so I was happy to go from VHS to Blu-ray, and by Kraken Releasing, man, who've done like 3 Blu-rays so far for the Godzilla films, and they're all just absolutely beautiful. Can't wait to check out the transfer on this. Like, I was just blown away about the Smog Monster. I think that was just, it looked too good. It looked ridiculous, man. It was so good. But very, very happy to check this, or to have this on Blu-ray. I can't wait to watch this one, so yeah, Godzilla 84. Next up here from Redemption, spine number 49, which is the latest one. I believe the next one comes out, actually no, the spine number 50 just came out, I believe, yesterday, which I do have coming, which is Daughter Dracula, I believe, Jess Franco film. So this one right here is called Mi-chan's Daily Life, the movie Bloody Carnival Resistance. This is based off the Magna, the Japanese Magna, of the same story. I did a full-length review of this, day 2 of the 31 Days of Horror, so check this out, or check that review out, but I will give you a minor spoiler. This movie is atrocious. It's fucking horrible. Wow, is this ever bad. This is just, whew, that is a shit-ass film right there. Whew. Yeah, so make sure you check out the review. Sorry guys, I'm still sick. I just cannot crush this cold. Now, generally I don't buy Arrow releases brand new I mean pre-order them, because the prices are always way too expensive here in Canada. But I think they might have fucked up on the pre-order price on this one, because it was like really cheap, like really normally priced, like I think $19 or something like that. And that's what I got Dead End Drive-In for. I usually wait for the Arrow sales and buy like 10 or 12 at a time for like half price. Yeah, I was happy to get this, and it's still so much fun, man. This movie's so great. Not a horror movie, it's more of an exploitation film. But I love the setting of this film. The characters are fun. It's so damn 80s. Everything about this film is so fucking 80s. It's just amazing. But I had such a blast watching this. I guess this is kind of like the first film I've watched from 1986, preparing for the 86 show, whenever that's going to be for the podcast. So, Dead End Drive-In, fun stuff, man. Absolutely love that film still. Next up here, from All of Films, is The Horrible Dr. Hitchcock. Reviewed this one on the podcast, I believe on the 31 Days of Horror. I believe this was on day 3 or something like that. Starring Barbara Steele, Robert Fleming. This is really good stuff here. Great Italian film. Very, very kind of interesting storyline in this one. Kind of very subtle and things like that. But check out my review. This is a really good film. Really, really enjoyed that one. Another one here from All of Films that I will have a review coming up. I'll post it in November, because it is a non-horror film, but it's Man Killers, cheesy 80s action flick here. No man can stop them. The Man Killers. Yeah, stay tuned for the review, man. This is it's interesting. It's interesting stuff. These next 4 here, I just did an unboxing for the horror pack, so if you've seen that, you've already seen these, but I'm just going to show them off again because they were in my pile. And yeah, why not show them off twice, right? First off, motivational growth. I was very surprised to see this in there. because this is such a fantastic movie. But I am going to actually keep this Blu-ray. I'll probably give away my DVD to somebody. But I really love this film. It's got my favorite actor, Jeffrey Combs, in it. And it's just such a fun movie, man. I highly recommend it to everybody. These next three I'm going to keep sealed, and I'm going to give them away on the podcast. So stay tuned for that. We're going to have lots of good stuff to give away in the next little while. I know we've already been giving away DVDs or Blu-rays. Like, I think JP has Neon Demon to give away, and The Wailing, and things like that. Anyways, here's Reanimator, Blu-ray. I'll give that away. Saw 5, I'll be giving that away. And of course, Scar 3D. I have this on DVD, but I don't need to upgrade, so I'll just give this one away too. So, yeah, good stuff. Moving along with the DVDs, and yeah, I wanted to order I did order all 3 of these, but the other one for some reason was out of stock. Like Amazon didn't have it until like way later, and then so I canceled my order because I didn't think they were going to get it, and then they got it in, so then I ended up pre-ordering it for $9.99, and now it's like $14, so I'm like, what the fuck. But I got these other ones for $9.99, and that is Stephen King's It. And all 3 of these are definitely upgrades for me because I have all the Snapper Case DVD editions, plus, you know, they're full screen and shit like that. And no, this was actually still in full screen too. What the fuck am I talking about? I watched this. The transfer looks pretty good. It's not like the greatest thing in the world, but it does look pretty good. And I forgot how much I like Stephen King's It. I think it's a really fun film, and I really like the structure of this film. Even though it's like 3 hours long, it's still very... It's entertaining, man. It's really entertaining. Now, I believe this is still not the full movie. From what I've been reading, this movie is still missing like 6 or 7 minutes from the TV version that originally aired. If anybody knows what those parts are, because I did not watch Stephen King's It when it first aired back in the day, let me know what they are. Like, what the hell's missing from this? Because the DVD is the same length as this one, and like I said, apparently the TV cut is a few minutes longer. I don't fucking know. Anyways, pretty good stuff. And we got Salem's Lot here. Of course, had to upgrade this one, another TV film. Loved this movie. Can't wait to check out the transfer on it. Probably gonna look pretty good. So, as you can see, it's still unopened, but $10, couldn't pass it up. Next up here is Bite. Now, I did not grab the Scream Factory release. I grabbed the Black Fawn release. And this film was directed by Chad Archibald, who actually runs Black Fawn Distribution, so I decided to support him. And so Scream Factory's still kind of pissed off at those assholes for all that limited bullshit, so I haven't been grabbing very much from Scream Factory lately. But I watched Bite. It's got some pretty nasty, fucking disgusting parts in it. I didn't think it was like the greatest film in the world. I think this movie could have developed a lot better, and I think it could have been a lot better, but it wasn't bad. Chad Archibald, he's been really trying with his films, but so far for me, man, he seems to be kind of 0 for 3. All his movies are kind of decent. They're not like insanely good or anything. So, I mean, they're not horrible. They're just average type films, but Bite, it was okay. Had some gaggable moments in it. Next up here, grab this one from Synapse Films. I actually got this for really cheap. It was only like $12.99 or something. And that's Just Desserts, the documentary of the Making a Creep Show. I really enjoyed this. I thought it was awesome. I still got to watch the special features on this, but it was interesting, man. It's cool to hear Tom Savini and George A. Romero and other people talk about the film and like how it came about and how they were going to do the last short and stuff like that. And it's just really cool to hear those type of stories. I really enjoyed this. I thought it was great. So, Just Desserts. And then I do have a couple Scream Factories that I did pick up because I really wanted to see this remake, and that is Cabin Fever. I still have not finished this. I watched half of it. I explained on the podcast. I fell asleep, and I still have not finished the other half. But it's pretty much the exact same movie as the first one. It does have very subtle kind of differences and stuff, but so far, it is what it is. It's pretty much like the first film, so it's okay. Yeah, Cabin Fever. Then we grabbed The Pack, so I wanted to check this one. I wasn't sure if it was like a remake of the 70s one. It turns out it's totally not. And yeah, The Pack. This one right here, I thought was decent. It was kind of average for me. I give it like a 5 out of 10 or something like that. I thought the viciousness of the dogs was pretty crazy, but it just the way the movie plays out, it just was not working for me. There were so many things happening in the film, and it's like, why? Like, how is this happening? Like, these people they're locked in their house, like they're fucking being stalked by like smart humans or something. I don't know. It was weird, but yeah, The Pack. It was okay. This one I just got in, haven't even had a chance to fucking open it yet. I pre-ordered this back in June, and it was temporarily out of stock on Amazon.ca, of course. and it finally came in, and that is The Boy Who Cried Werewolf. Heard really good things about this one. This is one of the Scream Factors that I was most excited about this entire year, because it's a film that I've never seen, and I don't believe it even had a release before, so it might have, I'm not sure, but yeah, really excited to check it out. Heard good things. Next up here from Mondo Macabre. Now, this is really such a cool release. I've yet to watch the film, haven't gotten around to it yet, but I've heard this one is just on fucking Bizarro. It's from Bizarro World. And it's really cool, man, because they put a slipcover with this, so that's kind of cool how they got the different, it's actually a slipcover that is cool because it's different than the artwork. And yeah, it's called Private Vices, Public Virtues. And I heard this one is just strange. Yeah, Italian film. Can't wait to check it out. I heard it's just one of those films that's kind of hard to explain. Limited to 1,000. Got number 175 if you care. These Mondo releases, I'd like to pre-order right away, because you never know if they're going to go out of print right away and stuff, like all the older Mondo releases are. But yeah, looking forward to checking that one out right there. Then we grabbed the first release from Real Gore Releasing. I have not watched this yet, but because I've kind of been deferred from it. I was going to pop this in a couple times and check it out, but honestly, I've heard from everybody that's watched this movie, even people that I would say that would probably go a little bit lighter on it, said it was complete shit, and that is Violent Shit, the movie. I'm a big fan of the original films. I don't know how this is. This is done by an Italian director. Soundtrack, of course, done by Claudio Simonetti. Did the music, which I heard is really cool. Heard the effects are good and the music's good, but the movie's shit. But yeah, I like the Andre Schnoz ones, the German splatter films. But we'll check this one out. Just a really fancy edition. You guys have probably all seen this thing opened up, but really cool stuff. Violent Shit. And for the last couple here, I grabbed those double features, those Hammer double features. The Two Faces of Dr. Jekyll and the Gorgon. These things are... Mill Creek, man. I know Mill Creek is really fucking cheap and stuff like that, but come on. How in the hell do they have spelling mistakes? On the side of this, it says the Gorgon. They actually spelt it with an A, if you can... I don't think that's going to pick up on there, but it's spelled with G-A-N. Gorgon. O-N. What the fuck? Isn't that hilarious? But the Gorgon, I love that film. It's really fun. I've never seen the other one. And this one right here, The Revenge of Frankenstein and the Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. And I believe there's another... Yeah, there is another mistake on here. So here's a double feature. And on the spine here, curse is spelt wrong. C-U-R-E-S-E. What in the fuck is going on with this? Who's doing the editing on these things, man? How do you spell shit wrong on the spines? What the fuck? It's ridiculous, but love me The Revenge of Frankenstein. I'm a really big fan of that film. Always been a big fan of that film. The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb is fun too. Can't wait to check out the transfers. I heard they're actually not bad. And last up for this update, guys, and I told you it was going to be a super, super short update. I did not grab much in September at all. Just not much catching my attention. And I grabbed the 8-pack, or the Hammer Horror 8-film collection. Which is the same. This is the same as a DVD box set, so they just transfer these over to Blu-ray. And this one has Brides of Dracula, The Curse of the Werewolf, Night Creatures, The Phantom of the Opera, Paranoiac, Kiss of the Vampire, Nightmare, and Evil Frankenstein. So yeah, I've seen probably 5 or 6 of those films. I've never seen Paranoiac before, but looking forward to checking this out. I hope the transfers are good. I mean, I love me some Hammer films. Absolutely love Hammer to death. So every time Hammer comes out with these things, I'm going to grab all these. I hope that they put out more of these double packs with the rest of the films from those other multiple packs that they put out years ago. So, because I love me Hammer films. And guys, that is going to do it for the entire update, man. I just did not grab that much DVDs this month. Usually this update would be twice as long because of the DVDs. Blu-rays about the appropriate amount. But yeah, that is it, guys. And I will check you in, probably early November for the October update, which I'm not even 100% sure. I think it might be decent size. It's going to be a lot bigger than this one, I'm assuming. I did pick up some stuff. I had some birthday money, so which I did spend today on some certain odds and ends. But anyways, guys, I'm carrying on. I will check you guys at the end of the month. Enjoy the rest of the 31 Days of Horror, because I know I am. I'm really enjoying doing it this year. I wasn't really too sure on how it was going to go down with myself, just with my schedule change and my busy-ass life. But I've been keeping pace, and hope you guys are enjoying it. Chars.